Hello, Danielle, aka Spiritual-esque here. And today I'm going to be doing a review of the Pyradyne Receptor technology. So first, what is a receptor, right? So I'll tell you my high-level understanding of what a receptor is. And basically, it's a technology that can help to harmonize disharmonious energy. So disharmonious energy being maybe energy that we can find in toxic foods, toxic relationships, EMF, electronic magnetic frequency, energy that we find in air pollution, energy that we find in just many different ways that goes through us and is disharmonious, and really is a lot of the reasons why we may feel a little lethargic, not fully have our energy and feel energetic, and ultimately what causes a lot of disease. So my understanding is a receptor can help to harmonize, therefore mitigate all those negative effects. So high level understanding. I think there's other receptors out there. I actually came across the receptor by someone who I think highly of, was wearing it, and I was drawn to it and asked him about it, and he told me about Pyradyne. And I did a lot of research on Pyradyne. They seem to be one of the top for receptors, particularly because the technology in this quantum receptor, or in this receptor, is flowed down from Alexander Graham Bell, descendant of Frank Bell. I don't want to butcher the name and the history, but just basically a very smart family, and was able to create this. And they've been in business for a long time, and I read many reviews, and it's why I'm doing a review today, because I found them to be very helpful. So Pyradyne has a bunch of receptors. I saw some nuclear receptors. I went with the quantum receptor. My understanding is it's just a little bit more intense. For anyone that knows Spiritual-esque, I love to jump into these things. And plus, I've done a lot of energy work aligning and other different things that I felt I was ready just to step into the quantum receptor. So there was 4 quantum receptors. I remember I wanted to go with one that was called the negotiator receptor. And I wanted to go with that one because Spiritual-esque, Spiritual Esquire. The negotiator receptor by his name is really good at getting business done, completing projects. If you're in corporate America, really helping there. So obviously I was like, this will be great. But what I ended up with is the Ank Receptor. I'm wearing it. I will show it shortly. And the way that you choose the receptor, even though I wanted the negotiator, my mind was like, go for the negotiator. There's a bunch of different kinesiology tests that you could take, and they gave you information on it, as well as they would do tests for you on your behalf to see what receptor resonated with you, as well as what crystal that goes in the receptor. So ultimately, I came up with the Ank Receptor. So now I'm going to show it, that like whole suspense thing. I know I'm still doing it right. Okay. So this is the Ank Receptor. You get very close to the camera there. As you can see, there's the amethyst, there's the Ank. It's beautiful. So there's many little pyramids in here. It uses pyramid technology. I don't know if I said that earlier. On the back, there's, I think, the Fibonacci code type situation. But very, very beautiful piece. And just, yeah. So the Ank. And I'm going to read the Ank because it's just very powerful, and I think very aligned with what I truly am interested in anyways. So the Ank Receptor allows the wearer to discover past life achievements and bring them forward into the quantum state. This can greatly enhance the intellectual, mental, and psychic powers latent in you, blocked by outside energies such as peer pressure, extremely low frequency, and EMF radiation. So, and many of our customers have been experiencing multiple realities with this quantum device. So this is right up my alley. And anyone that knows what amethyst is also the color that was chosen when I did all the kinesiology and muscle tests, as well as what the Pyradyne team picked for me as well. It's all about that. So it's very much so in alignment. So that is, okay, so that's the quantum receptor. So we talked about the receptors. Now I want to give an update on where I'm at. So I received my receptor 4 days ago. I received it Monday night. Today is now Friday. And I was super excited. And so I wore it Monday night. And I would say after wearing it for about 45 minutes, just kind of like, do I feel anything? I actually felt a little bit nauseous. And from hearing a lot of the other reviews, my understanding is there may be a detox process. So sometimes it doesn't always feel pleasant right away. So I was thinking it could be that. I have no idea. But I felt a little bit nauseous to the point where I had to take it off. So I took it off, but when I went to sleep, I put it back on. And it was kind of hard to sleep. So I will say that I may have slept like 3 hours at night, but when I woke up, I was very awake and fresh. So I'll say that. So day 2 now, or day 1.5, because I did get it the night before. Day 2, I could not focus at all. And for a moment, I was thinking maybe I should have gotten the negotiator receptor, but I couldn't focus. Yeah, it was just really couldn't focus. I actually took notes every day so I could track it. So day 3, so now we're on Wednesday. So now I could focus a little bit better. And I was feeling just a sense of calm. And I'm typically a very calm, relaxed person in general. Love to meditate, love to just do my Zen thing. But it was a different type of calm. It was a deeper calm. And so that was very interesting as well. And then on Thursday, I had a presentation, and I don't love public speaking at all. And the one thing that can get me out of my calmness is public speaking, and I just don't love it. But I had a presentation, and I was not nervous. I wasn't anxious. It went amazing, but I was like extremely calm, and I was just like, it's just what it is. I'm just going to do my thing. And I did my thing, and it was amazing. But yeah, that was noticeable. That was very noticeable because public speaking, don't love it. The irony as I have spiritual-esque, I know. But anywho. And then today. So today was very interesting. So because of the state of the world and COVID and everything, I work from home, so I stay in. So I actually have not been outside for 3 days, and today I went outside and I had to interact with some people. So this was my first time interacting with people outside of my home, or through the phone. And that was a great test for this receptor. So one of the things in one of the videos I saw, Megan Bell, I guess the current owner, descendant, that owns the company, is that this helps your aura to expand, right? So when your aura when you have holes in your aura and it's leaking and the energy isn't of the highest vibration, it can really shrink your aura. And when your aura is full and your energy is full and you're full of vitality, your aura can expand. So this apparently helps your aura to expand, meaning it helps your aura to be full of energy and vitality, which is your innate and your true being anyway. So really just realigning you or recalibrating you to your true essence, to energetic essence. What I will say, I felt that. And relating with people today, I very much so felt that people were connected to me or felt me. Someone could be across the street and I felt like they felt me. I felt my aura was big. I felt that I was noticeable, and not in an overbearing or abrasive way, but just people were present to me. And, just everything I did, people were talking to me, engaging with me, lots of positive communication and dialogue and just connection. It's almost anyone I made eye contact with wanted to connect with me. Also, me even wanting to make eye contact with people to the extent that I did. I live in a city. We tend to keep it moving. But no, I really wanted to look people in the eyes and be present to people. So that was pretty interesting. So this is my 4.5 day review. I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that I covered everything. So right now, I think where I'm at is I'm enjoying this experience. The sense of calm that I have is real. Oh, I forgot. I mean, a crazy thing did happen to me today. Literally, a crazy thing happened, and I just laughed. It was just the most comical thing, and don't think I would have gone crazy, before this, because I said overall I'm a calm person, but I definitely may have been slightly annoyed. But I just laughed. I laughed. It was hilarious. So that was even just receiving my experience differently. It was just hilarious. And amusement is a very high vibration. So when I laugh at something that could be annoying, it's kind of a little bit of a mirror and validation for me that overall my vibration's in a space where I can receive that experience in the way that I did. Yeah, so I think that's about it. And oh, last thing, I guess. The Pyradyne team, very helpful, very responsive. I think I ordered this thing the day after Christmas when people definitely should have been on break, and they were responsive in answering my questions. And just, it's not the smallest purchase, so having people really walk you through and inform you on technologies that you may not be familiar with and help you with the testing was super, super helpful. So far, so good. I'm going to check back in later, but yeah, I'm excited to keep on going. Thanks.